Hello? Oh, okay. Great. For a second I thought the mic wasn't working. Okay, then let's quickly put on some music first. Okay, yes, there it's already started. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, that looks like the volume is good. Good. I'm actually also starting my PC. And quickly writing everyone on Discord. Hi Fear. Hello. Okay. Why does it still say no signal? Okay, I'm just gonna unplug it and plug it back in. No device. And there is a device plugged in. There we go. Just a little bit more patience apparently. I cannot type my password. One moment please. Why is it taking so long right now? Okay, what the? Okay, let me check that. I didn't plug the cables in wrong because I do have an image on my main desktop. Why do I gotta do? Let me. This is. Why is this so annoying? Let's see. Unplug this. Unplug this. Now it should say no signal. Because there is no signal. Yeah, no device makes sense because I unplugged the device. And now it says 1 moment, please. This is. Yesterday I checked and it worked. Like. Let me just look how it looks in set game capture. Oh, this is 1 moment, please. Nope, that is not at all what I want. What the hell? God. I apologize. What the hell? Why do I gotta start this with technical difficulties? Scuff. Okay, let me try something more. Why is it no signal? Yeah, rip kinda. Just plug input into output, let's see. Let's just reverse the input and output. Yeah, of course it doesn't work. Okay, different plan. Alright, yes, okay, different plan. Instead of HDMI, I'm gonna use a DisplayPort adapter to HDMI to the capture card, out of the capture card, into the monitor, and it still displays on the monitor, but are you kidding me? Okay, let's... Elgato. Like, what was that? At least it looks more promising, but it says it's initializing the device. Let's try a different USB port. I plug it out and it still says initializing. Okay, let's try that one. Oh, Signal Arcana? Oh. Nope, that is... Oh no, that is it. So... Why is it not working here? It's working inside Elgato, but not here. Let's delete the source. Let's check if Elgato is truly closed. Looks like it's closed. Let's make a new source. Videoaufnahmegerät and... No, that is... I hate this anyway, fucking hell. This is stupid. Like, why does it do that? Like, why the hell does it do that? Okay, and it's still black. I love it. What the hell? Okay. F it. Just gonna program on my laptop. Shut down the desktop. Get the laptop in front of me. Like, did it automatically select just something? It's stupid. Yes, I could just use a different thing with like studio mode. Okay. Then let's just do fucking screen capture. Monitor Aufnahme. Oh, here it asks me which monitor I want. Ah, yes. Ah, fuck studio mode. Well, good luck with this. Let's see. CLion, of course, CLion is not installed. Why are the last two streams like this? Let's just... Rip. Ripperoni. This fucking software doesn't wanna work. I know why. Like, it works inside of the software itself, but not otherwise. I have a fear I just gotta restart the laptop, but then the stream would end. I should have tested before. My fault. Yo, hello Vic. I'm currently installing CLion because I can't program on the main computer. Okay, shows the game? Yes, just a moment. I am having technical difficulties. Currently need to fucking install an IDE first. It should be working on Windows, I think. I think I put in functionality for Windows. Come on, I just put it into power mode. Okay, power is connected. It is charging, but the CPU is not boosting. The... Fuck it, I'm using ugly VS Code. No. For that I quickly need to hide something. Close remote. Seems like it's a VS Code stream again. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, not uninst. Just disable. Why is that one installed again, honestly? Don't even want to see it. Disable this, no. No, that's why in the expansion pack is there a theme inside of it? That is still wondering me. Like, why do you need a theme inside the expansion pack? Okay. Wow, this still isn't finished. Scan for kids. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I love Windows. I love Windows so much. Looks like the right one. And CLion is still not installed, holy shit. This is just going much faster. By the way, why are you in Windows? Because my capture card doesn't work. So I couldn't... I'm using a capture card to... I am streaming from my laptop and capturing my desktop image on the laptop with the capture card, but that didn't work. On the desktop I have Linux. I also have Windows on here, but Linux on this one. But now I would have to restart and that would fuck over the stream. Because I cannot restart the stream. Okay, and this is still not installed. Holy shit. Didn't I? Ah, yeah. No, just give me an installer. I don't want to build anything from source right now besides my own program, please. Or do I? I don't care about this information. Let me see this one. Let's see the execution. Yeah, okay. So I do need CMake. Yeah, it's just the thing is, even though I do hate Windows also, I do hate Linux too. Like, I hate both of them. Windows just a little bit more. Like, CLion is still not installed. Look at this bullshit. Well, I'm installing several other things. Linux is still not CLion. I cannot speak anymore. Wow. Control for director temp of CMake. My installation is not correct. No. The thing is, why is it failing at this one? Like, why is it not failing at any of the other ones? God, I love CMake. I'm late. Welcome, but you have not missed much at all. You have not missed much at all. Okay, it seems like I will need... And CLion wants me to reboot anyway. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's try CLion. If not, I'm actually just gonna reboot this. Yes. Skip import. Open project. Okay, at least it recognized WinGW. Is this the Mystery Dungeon one? I am on my laptop, yes. Yes, that is the one. Okay, good. Yeah, everything default here is fine. Alright, I have the awful keybinds again. Control F4 is to close the goddamn window. Okay. Okay, at least we are now here. I will do one thing, that is get my settings real quick from because I do have a license for CLion. Ah, it instantly logged me in. Yes, use the settings from your account storage. Okay, apply. These now could take a moment to like apply all the settings actually, which it never shows. That like every piece of software you ever use, it's never good. Oh wow, it actually did it. Not in a too long timely manner. Because like you click back up and sync, or like back up and sync your settings, and usually it just doesn't show you anything like when it's actually done doing it. So if you maybe have a lot of add-ons. Ooh. Let's use another theme. This is this one. Yes. Okay, and then editor font. I do not like JetBrains Mono. Do we have a... Of course we don't have that one. Nah, let's live with JetBrains Mono. No ligatures, yes. There we go. And now it's actually fixing the code, because it's not working right now. So what bit of the code is broken? Did I... Entity create play. Wait, what? There's no struct entity has no member symbol. Seems so. Let's just get rid of that one. Oh, damn, build finished. Did not expect that. Right, I actually want... What if I run configurations input, emulate terminal in output? Yeah, no, run in external terminal. And it didn't run. Okay, it does take inputs, but wow. It is not running well. What was the shortcut there? Right, because... Wait, is smooth scrolling on? No, smooth scrolling is off then. Or is... Okay. It's just when it's a short file, the scrolling feels like hell. Okay. Right, I think it's to do with our interface, because create player itself is fine. starts us off in the middle of the grid. Let's close this one. Okay, but my shortcuts, it of course didn't transfer, so I gotta use default shortcuts here. I just noticed something else. There. Okay, recreate our enemies. Yes, limited randomness. Like, I do not care. That's for printf and that's for malloc. Okay. Wasn't standard IO inside standard lib? So I could remember it. Or maybe it's not with CLion. Maybe just not with CLion. I also gotta check. Okay, I need to check something. Input Windows. It's a typo. Yeah. This should be working. I get character from console. Just wanna compile it. There's of course no shortcut for it. You can only compile and run. Why is it telling me updates are available? I just installed this. And right then it just clears the terminal, so this part should work. Here it's a bit different. But yeah, this I don't care about because we don't have term iOS here. And we're not on a Unix system, we're on a Windows system, sadly. But that should be working as far as I can see. Anything in here that might be no. So that all looks like it's just fine. I think it's currently with the interface code something being weird. We have debug enabled, so we should be putting the game grid at number 2. Are we doing that right now? It just opens a terminal all the time. whatever. Yes. And if we do put this to 0, I just need to make sure everything still works. Using .h's for parameter is very clever, never thought of that. Okay. But yeah. That works. It's just like it just gets pasted basically into the file. Like whatever you include at the top just gets, like, instead of include, I could just take all of this and just paste it in. But yeah. Okay. Right, I'm just defining the symbols here. Right, I do have this interface struct, which basically is just a grid. Ah yeah, and then right, it makes a second. It makes, if I have debug enabled, it makes a second what's it called, array. A second array that's just for debug information to be shown. But I'm not using grid anymore. Right, that's just for the game grid. Just the play area. Yeah, I think that's how I did it. Because I cannot make a struct with a dynamic like array size. So if you try to do something like this, like let's just say like here I have grid size, which are constants defined here as 15. And if I try to do like x and y and then define those only at runtime, it wouldn't work. Hello, nerd. But yeah, you would have to do it like in a different way, so you can't dynamically do it. Is what I understood from trying it out. What you could maybe do is just do like a char, like call it array pointer, and then point to an array. That would be something you could do probably. And then you could just do like the struct grid equal let's just do it like this, and then like grid dot array pointer. No, like first you create an char array. Let's just say now we can like dynamically use a size like 20. And now we take the pointer of array and pass it into this. I think something's not. Interface C. What if I just like do it here? But it is a grid. So I don't know what problem it has right now. But yeah. Type specifier missing. Why is the type specifier missing? I don't understand it, but yeah. You would just use a pointer to a grid. Kinda like that. But I do not want to do that today. I basically just figured it out just now. But yeah. I do not want to change too much today, I just want to get working for now. Yeah. Right. Struct interface does include a game grid struct. Grid, game grid. Okay. So it does also take this one. Then our interface C. No, that's initialize game grid. What? Index may value 15, which is out of bounds. That is fine with me. Okay. Right. This is. I'm basically just initializing the game grid. Its position is at 0 on X, and then if I have debug information, I put it a little bit lower at 2, so at the top I still place space for the information. Then I just give it a symbols like let me just open a terminal, cd desktop. Alright, cd CMake and here. Yeah. Yeah, currently I don't have any space up here, but this is also the box that it's being shown in. Then initialize the grid to spaces, yeah. Every other thing in the grid here, these are just spaces being printed for it's 75 characters wide. But yeah, it's first initialized to spaces and later I'm actually initializing the game grid on top of it. So add a null terminator at the end of every line. Very important, otherwise everything will be printed on a single line. Then I initialize the grid up here. It says, yeah, it might go to 15, which is out of bounds, but let's just see. No, everything's still extended. You can see it, I don't know, can you see it on stream when it refreshes? You can see the cursor just like jump around on stream. Would look like a 1D mystery dungeon. One dimensional? Oh yeah, if it's all in one line, yes. But it would still play like a 2D one because it's so yeah. And yeah. Then why did I do a +1 here? Why did I do a +1 here? I don't know, let's not do it for now because Weird. But yeah, I initialized the game grid all to spaces, and after that I do the horizontal lines, so the top and bottom ones with like just dashes. Then I had first the upper horizontal, then the lower horizontal line, then the verticals just with, no, not those, these here. Then left and right vertical, then the corners, and then it's basically initialized. So I could go back here. At the right, and then what I have to do is take, so onto the interface grid, add the indices of the game grid. Okay, this is right. Why is it written like this? What? What? Why is it? Ah. Plus that. Yeah. Why is it written like this? If it could be written like what? I just notice the opposite at the end is. That is. Why did I write it like this? Like, what brain fart did I have here? Okay. Who knows? Let's just make it a little bit more nice looking. Yeah, let's. What? Huh? Okay, apparently I need to draw it like that. Right, okay, I understood it now. Oh, holy shit. Okay. So, onto the grid of the interface, I paste the game grid. Oh. Right. So, I plus position Y of the game grid on the interface, and then J plus position X on the and then J plus position X of the game grid on the interface. And onto that I paste the game grid. No, it was a brain fart now. It was a brain fart now. Okay, now I understand this. But wait, why then am I initializing? Right. I'm initializing a second game grid. From which I then copy the memory of the interface game grid onto game grid, and yeah, I just then say, okay, how much memory is being copied. Yeah, both of these have 255 values. How much memory is this one? That is 1680 bytes of memory. That's a lot. The grid itself is only 336. The thing is, the reason why it's so big is because of the grids. Like, there's nothing else in here. It's basically just the grids. Like, the frame has the size of 3. And then here for 3. Like, this is... Okay, this is size of 8 and this is size of 3. Wait, why is the position is size 8? Ah, because it's 2 4-bit integers. Okay, okay. Honestly, I could get away with... Wait. No. 2 4-byte integers, which is 2 32-bit integers. I think I could get away with 8-bit integers. I will not optimize types now. I copy this from... I copied that, then then onto the game grid, and at the game grid add player position, which is initialized to be at the middle of the grid. I put the player symbol, and then I spawn enemies on the game grid for just... Oh no, I have created enemies already. Right. I have created the enemies already at random positions within the grid. Within the grid. Then at those positions I just paste over the axis. Yes. Then random interface. Following members of game grid might not be initialized. But they are. They are initialized because I do a mem copy. Okay. They are initialized because I mem copy from the other initialized grid, which is an interface. Well, I could also just do interface. Because current... No! No, I cannot. I just remembered why I initialize a second interface. Because I want always to have a second game grid. Because I always want one game grid that has no enemies on it. Because that will make clearing the interface or the grid from enemies easier. Because if I have to overwrite every single one again, always, it's, I think, more instructions than just copying the memory from one to another. Maybe? That I can see it like a 15 by 15 grid always being like written to again. Might just be a bit more annoying than just a memory copy. Okay, so this is not initialized, which is fine. Then render interface. Right, okay. And then I want to add the game grid to the interface again, like I've done up here. But then I don't need to initialize it this way, because when I render it, it actually already gets. Yeah, okay, then I actually don't need this code. Okay, I need to... no, key map, comment. Okay. There we go. Right, so I don't even need to do this because it's already being done here, so I can save me these instructions. Nice. Okay. Then we set our running state to 1. And after we've already rendered 1. Oi. Oh yeah. After we've already rendered 1, we then get to here, where we then get the character that's being pressed inside of the console. Then extract position add. Oh right, right. We just initialize the position struct. I could just... I don't... Yeah, no. Could I please move this out of here? Okay, I cannot. But yeah, because then I don't have to redo it all the time. Variable add can be moved to inner scope. Yes, but then it's being redefined every time. If I put the variable into the inner scope, it's gonna be redefined every time because it's a while loop. So let's not. Okay. And then, based on what I press WASD, I will... I will first change the add value, and then the player position will be changed by move player. And move player also has all the enemies in it. So we have the added position, the player itself and the enemies. Then we initialize a struct called new position. Then a struct with current position is taken from the player position. Then new position equals current position plus the added position. And then I basically check, is the player check if out of bounds, if the player is outside of the grid, and then check for enemy collision. Yes, okay. If if the player collides with an enemy, they attack, and that is not implemented yet. Okay, then let's just do this for now. Then run it. Okay. Ah, right now I can also actually move again. I can... Wait. Why is... If I press S, I move diagonally. And when I press right, I move Why? Why is movement diagonal? What? Okay. I will need a debug. Okay, then I will... You know what? I will not do the debug like that with the extra grid space. I will just print it. Because that will be so much easier. Render interface, here we do the mem copy. Yeah, right, we do a... Right. We copy the interface, right, because we want to reset the game grid, because currently there were enemies drawn on it and the player position, but those change every time the player moves, so we want to reset our game grid and then paste everything into the game grid again. So the player and the enemies get pasted into the game grid again. Add grid to the interface, that is not needed here. Right, then we clear the terminal and here we have that. And here, this is where we also add the game grid back to the interface. Okay. And yeah, it is initialized. I copied the memory. Game, do not worry. Or the CLion in that case. And frame time, and that's just a funny one. Right, and that's why I had also time imported. Countries. Ah. Okay, for some reason I have diagonal movement. What did I mess up? I messed something up. Player C, move player. I only removed this code. I didn't change anything else here. I changed this and then this. Okay. What? No, I'm now moving diagonal again. Misredemption, but I'm a chess bishop. Why is it moving diagonal? Oh. Oopsie. This needs to be defined in here because x and y need always to be 0. Okay, no, but okay, no, actually I can define it outside and add dot x equals 0, add dot y equals 0. Ha ha ha! So I don't always define a struct in here, but I still reset it. The thing is what happened. So we have this struct here, right? And before it was defined inside here, which means it was always defined to 0. But because I defined it outside of the while scope, of the scope of the while, which means it always kept its previous movement in there. So let's say I press W, the y would always be -1 even if I pressed a new one. So unless I pressed S, the Y would always be a -1. So I pressed A or D, it would also do the -1 movement. So it would move in two directions. Okay. I'm learning my code again. I'm learning why I actually did things the way I did them. And now I'm moving just diagonally on my own. It's funny seeing the cursor just jump around here, because it means like you can see it actually writing everything. Okay, the Windows terminal is not the best thing to play this in. Linux terminal actually work better, like at least Gnome's like default terminal. Can I use CMD? No. What if I take a Windows PowerShell though? CD desktop programming terminal CMake. No. Yeah. That's also nice. You can see the frame time. Like it takes no time at all to like render everything. You can actually code. Yes. I'm not just ChatGPT prompter. What? What was that? Let's not have this song. You can also scroll up and see all the states of the game. Wait, why is it printing out? Why is it printing out 5 numbers? What? Why is it just printing out numbers? Oh, enemy.cr. It's printing out how many enemies there are. Okay, I finally understand the code again. It just took, how long did it take? How long am I live? An hour. Some of that being wasted on technical difficulties. Okay. Fuck you VS Code. I can close the terminal again here. Okay. I can actually start coding. So what to do? Let's just do attacking. Yeah, let's do attacking because I just have that right here. Let's coordinate my yeah, enemy is just importing structs, isn't it? Yeah, no, there is an enemy.h. Right. Because I do have a move enemy function and create enemies function, right. But it does include entity.h. Which includes also this one. But yeah, player.h and enemy both import entity. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have order. I have order now. Then player.h create player. The player has attack, damage, defense, and health. The enemies also have those things. Okay, now attack. Where is attack defined? An entity. Right. Then, right. It only happens if I try to move into an enemy Oh well, if an enemy would move into me, but there's no enemy movement yet. Can you make the characters change size to make attacking FX? I could flash the character, like quickly replace their symbol with something else, which I cannot change the size because it's in a terminal, and they do change the size of like individual characters unless you would have to replace it with a different Unicode character. Oh well, not even Unicode, but I would limit myself to Unicode just so that no weird things happen. Okay, then attack. So, well, I don't even like need attack on target, but no, let's do it like that. So if you attack, you only attack, and the enemy doesn't, or the target does not get to attack. Yeah, I calculate attack space and attack and defense resulting HP. So okay, target dot HP equal target.hp minus attacker HP. Can it resolve symbol HP? Oh, health. So attacker. No, first, if attacker dot attack smaller equal target dot defense return. So if the attacker has less or the same attack as the target's defense, so let's say attacker has 2 attack, target has 3 defense, we return because no damage. So otherwise we then calculate minus target defense so attacker attack okay. The attack size is a size of 4, like a 4-byte integer. I don't think I need that. Unless for some reason damage gets like through the roof. But yeah. Okay, attack minus defense. And then... Right, if target dot health under equals 0, okay, how do we handle that? How do we handle it in this case? Well, I don't care about that, I only care about and a killing. Yes, we have attacking and move entity. Wait, why does it use the move player here? Right, like for enemies I wouldn't have to check if they are actually out of bounds. Well, maybe I should just do that, honestly. But no, let's stay with the move player one, because otherwise I would have, because if enemies are moving, I would have to make it so that enemies can't collide with each other, but they then also need to keep track of where the player is, and that's gonna be a mess if I try to combine it with the move player function. Yeah. Unless I put all entities in an array, but I don't want to do that right now. Okay, okay. Oh. Okay, but still, how do I... Because I would need to know... Is the player attacking, or is the... is an entity attacking? So I might just, instead of move entity... let's just make it move player for now. But then I will also need to put it into this, no, not move player. Well, attack there, that's what I wanted. Attack is... No, I'm just gonna keep it named attack. What? But just put it here. I'll just define attack up here. And then re-attack. Basically just game over. How would we... yeah, let's do this. We yeah, I'm just gonna count like that. Running one. Yeah, back order. Okay. Then we don't need this. We just do running. cannot assign to R value. No, okay. Let's just do it like that. Yeah, and then in player.c I just do running equals 0. I just crashed the game without any feedback. Running equals 0. Let's just be nice and print printf. Ah. Wait. You died. Ah, persona. Everything's still looking good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Stream quality is fine. Okay, okay. So, you died. Then do a sorry for that. Dunkel. It's always annoying, like you cannot find the option to just quickly change this. There is no option to quickly change between like dark and light mode. C list remove. Why is it giving me C sharp? This is C sharp. C sharp. Why is it giving me C sharp? I did not ask for C sharp. What the? Why is every result C sharp? Google. The first result here was also C sharp again. Okay, I just got removed. No, not thank you. Alshi. Alshi. Idol. Okay. No. This is actually wrong, because right. no, int return 1. I don't need to... yes, int. Not all control paths return a value. Yeah. Return 0. Okay, return 0. And then if right. If attack enemies, I know. So I do update the health, but only if it's a kill. I then enemies I dot no. How do I remove an item from a shopping cart? What the fuck? Remove an item in a list to be an array. See, right. Array, that was the word. I shouldn't have said list probably. Like, C, array, remove, item. Wow, I suddenly get answers. Yeah, okay. Of index for I. Wait, what? Is this guy is using C89 syntax by like declaring the int in front of the for loop? Okay, whatever. I under array length minus 1. Array since you allocated a fixed number of contiguous elements, there's no way to actually. Okay. New plan. Not remove, but we just set their health to 0. We make this void again. And we just do an attack. And then in where do we yes, okay. If okay, this is enemies. Yeah, that's dot health over 1 else Okay. Just do it like this, just so it's... Let's just honestly put it on a new line. And I would... Right now, if I kill the enemies, I also don't want the position to be on the board anymore. So so at the end of fight shooter with a void shooter. Okay. And then also target dot pos x equal 0. Yeah, I would want it to be 0, right? Yeah. I could just take any corner of the board, but 0 would just be the upper left corner. Okay, and that means if enemies have over 1, else they don't get drawn. Okay, where do we have an error? Multiple definition of running. First define here. Okay. What this means? This means that I cannot do this. If an dev running, how does it? And dev. No. I'm also just gonna do this. Okay, this doesn't work the way I intended. Great. C change define value. Let's go to so it is not a variable, it's a literal constant. Declare games as a global variable outside any function. For example, game size. Wait, what? No, what? Then through some interaction, what can I manage let the user change it? Okay. Okay, I can't change define because it's absolutely constant. I would need entity player and enemy player entity. The thing is, they all include from entity.h and then interface, which also includes it. Okay, then how do I do it? For now it will work. So if I smash into this one 2 times... Okay, no. Okay, then attack... printf. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, player attacks, then attack over defense. These ones actually, if target health yeah, this is how I wanted it, if target health under equal, yeah. Because it's an entity that's being passed in. Okay. It prints it. Where? Okay, do not run. Let's emulate this here. Okay. And also do that. Okay. What? Huh? Wait, why was the frame time suddenly 1,000? What does that mean? That's still conservatives. Okay. Let's Stop and rerun. But for some reason, debug just can't print to the console. Where's the program? Where are we? Okay. Should as frames are not available. Sick int. On what line, please? Control routine from the setup. Thread briefs interrupt. What? What the heck? What? Sig int? Why? Okay. Here. Hello. What the hell? Okay. Right, this is gonna take a while. I like how it's just all like random data. Slowly. Hey, it's at how many spaces now? Oh, it started on the second line. You can see it just moving slowly further. And yeah, right, continuous F9. Yeah, okay, now we have our full grid. We even have... We don't have the game grid. Right, okay, no, this is normal, this is normal. The reason this is because none of these have null terminators at the end, which means line 1 is showing all of these lines also. If it had null terminators at the end, it wouldn't look like this. There is not too much data in it, I know that. It is running how it should. Okay. Then yeah, you've also just copied everything here. Can I move the cursor, please? Cursor? What is my cursor doing? Okay, Sometimes the keyboard detection is being very weird. Like it thinks I'm pressing on the keyboard, so it likes not letting me touch the cursor. Okay, console is printing nothing, of course. Okay, render interface. I will put one there. So our interface should now look, yeah. Okay. It also has a game grid. No. So now it connected. What does it mean? Switch frames from anywhere near the... Sketch isn't working. But I don't get access to C. And if I now stop the program, we are here. It hasn't yet defined C in my variables. ZW device IO control file. Yeah, and it received the SIG in. Okay, I can. I don't care. Okay. Hi, bro. Hello. Okay, get char is not working in the terminal. That is a pain. Mendoxai. Okay, what I can do. Let's do this after everything is printed. Have this here. Okay, is it C? No, it's C, not C++. Just C. Okay, then here we will get rid of this. Okay, yep. Print. Enemy. 1 health. Then yes, okay. You might want to add a new line. So Okay, attacking enemies is not working. I'm like spamming right into this enemy and it's doing nothing. No. Flare. Let's just print attacking new line. Why is it attacking is my question. Like it's printing attacking 5 times, even though it shouldn't. And the reason why is this. So now it should look better. It's not printing attacking just willy-nilly. And it prints attacking once. Okay. Attacking code is still not working, but we're getting somewhere. So we then pass in one enemy. Enemies is just an array of entities. Yeah, I do love this line. I just need to declare some variable, because otherwise it won't compile. So I'm just wasting 4 bytes here because Windows. Okay, let's go back here. So it's the right type and everything. Attacking. Let me just do attack one through. Then enemy killed. Print of health before. Target health after. Okay. So health before 3, health after 1. Again, it would be health after still remains 1. But I'm pressing W. Why am I? Ah, yeah. Okay, let me. Enemy here. C health. Okay, health is always being set to 300 again for some reason. Why is the health always being reset? Because you can see it's always... Yeah, it's always health before 300. It's so annoying that I cannot use a debugger for this unless I like make changes to how it works. Or maybe on Linux, but I'm currently on Windows. Yeah, it would be a group I in this case. That makes sense. Enemies, but why not dot group? Left side member accesses no class type of struct group entity. I'm still I'm confused by that error again. I understood it at some point, but not anymore for some reason. This enemies, what is enemies defined as a group entity? Got lost in the kitchen. Welcome back, dude. Yeah, so it wants me to use the arrows. Like for everything else it works. So why is the health always being set to 300 again? Because like I only call create enemies once. And the group entity is just a pointer to another pointer pointing the structs. This is okay, so let's, instead of putting enemies randomly, let's enemies group I dot pos x equal, no, x is 8 equal 8 plus I. Now, and this just equals plus I. And this just equals 7. And then we do this and just char C equal W. Yes, okay. Okay. Yes, global variable is. Okay. Wait, it's W. Oops. It needs to be D. But this is also why IDEs are nice. Like, it shows you, right, all of this code is unreachable. But it tries to smash its face into it. The thing is, it's always health 300 afterwards. So they just don't die. So then now inside here we just put ourselves a breakpoint. Okay, we can continue. Let's get rid of that breakpoint. Let's get rid of that. Oh, will take something. Let's get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. There we go. Now we go. So target an attacker. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we continue. We got through the first if, then target health becomes less. We don't get through the second if. Okay. Yeah. And we just, let's continue. And now health is back to 300. This is so confusing. So somewhere in the loop it just gets updated, because every time I press, like here, now it's 298 again, but if I resume and then it goes to the next iteration, we're back to 300. Even though it's the same enemy. So I'm only copying the game grid just so I reset it. Then if the health is over 0, I print their position. But otherwise I don't touch the enemies. Like here I'm just looking for the health. Okay, then enemy group. How do I... What type is that? Struct entity. Expect 7 there. Here you can. Enemies equal enemy group. I hate this. God, I hate this. I hate this. Oh. That's... I have some suspicion that the way I'm handling it is just wrong with my like entity group. Okay. Now I'm doing it in a roundabout way, but it's just to botch it, just to get somewhere. Okay, it starts. We're here. Yes, we're 298. We continue and we're back to 300. Wait. Why? Ah. Because I took out the print statements. Right. But yeah, it's... For some reason, the health is being reset. Okay, I will just do one enemy. Maybe that works. Oh, can I just quickly look here and do I see anything being weird? No, I don't see anything being weird. I assign memory for it. Then I just... Group entity plus... God. Okay, just do instead of all of this, I will just do enemy. Then enemy dot. Just go for everything. Of course, it didn't give me any thing here. Defense equals 0. Okay, position. I would want 7, 8.
just quickly. Right. Everything's broken. GameGrid.grid enemy.plus y and enemy.plus x. Oh right, I could replace it with a small x if the enemy becomes weaker. Then enemy, then I have to change. I have to change a bunch just so I can. Yeah, here it's already an entity. Enemy. There we go. Cool. Health before, health after, it's always reset to 10. What? Okay, right. Just those. Okay. God. Wait, what? Okay, no error. And then now we're back to where we were before. Okay, I don't even know what to Google. I'm just gonna... Fuck it, This is so annoying to do, but I really don't want to do this, but holy shit, I'm running out of ideas. Okay, let's see what the hell this can spit out. The issue is you're passing struct entity by value, not by reference. Specifically in... Ah! Ha ha. This should work. Ach du Scheiße, hey! Fuck, it was a pointer issue! Ah! God! Ach du... It was so stupid! Okay, what happened? What happened was... I was passing in an enemy into the attack. Here, I'm passing in an enemy into the attack. The thing is, what I'm passing in is not the reference to the enemy, just the enemy. So, when I do this, it basically duplicated the enemy into this function, but then it didn't give, like, this data just stayed in the function. It actually did not change. It did not change what was in the array. God, this was so stupid. This is such a stupid mistake. This is such a stupid mistake. Oh, I need a break after this. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Oh, but God, that was so stupid of an issue to have. Okay. Enemies can have 3 HP again. Yes, okay. And I don't care about the health being -1. It can be like that. Like if I spawn new enemies, I would like reset it anyway, I think. Yeah. Okay. Great. Now, to make the enemies move. Huh. Interesting. I just hadn't thought. This one is nice. Yeah, auto place on the kick. Okay. Then okay. Right, this is right. Move player is also a function of type struct position. So yeah, it's funny. I can just make the function of like struct entity attack. Like that, you can just make a struct as like a type for a function. It's just a return type, so. Just a return type, so like nothing special, but still funny. Okay. Move enemy, or do I? No. Do I do move enemies? I think I'll just do move enemies. Pointer enemies. Wait, no, this is. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it like this actually. Because move enemies is actually would be void. Move enemies is actually void, and then struct position move enemy would be of type struct position. Struct entity player struct entity enemy. Wait. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I could just do. How's it? Oh, there. Just call that move. Yeah. No? Yeah? No. Let's not do that, and Let's switch it around actually, just for clarity. Player move, because attack player, you would think means attacking the player. Player attack. What? Player attack. Yeah, okay. The thing is, how do... Nah, let's not do this. Let's not be silly. Let's not be too silly. I think that would just be too much like obfuscation. Okay. Enemy move. And then struct position enemy move. Yeah, because it returns a position struct, means it's just, I'm just gonna change the position of the enemies inside the loop and not replace. Yeah. So right. Struct position enemy move. Function use. Wait, what? What did that change? Oh. Is that it? No. Use return time struct position from previous declaration? Oh, I think... No, I don't need to pass in like an edit position like I do with the player, because the edit position will be calculated inside the function. Return new position and struct position new. Yeah. That use struct position enemy move. Oh, it's I cannot type. That's the reason why. I cannot type and I cannot read. Okay, struct was current position. No. Enemy position. Moving the enemy, moving enemy towards the player. Maybe attack 2. Okay, so what we want is we want a position vector which is so passvec. I hate this. Passvec dot x equal well, it doesn't matter in which plus minus enemy dot plus dot x. It doesn't matter, I just need to yeah, no, I just wanna know in which direction it would kinda need to go. And can I? Yeah, I can. There we go. Just duplicate the line. There's a handy dandy shortcut for it. Okay. Then, based on this, I just wanted to close the position. Close in on the enemy. Okay. How do you get C absolute value? Int abs. Okay. N minus 2 and race. Oh, is it just another declaration? Just another int, but not int, okay. Okay, so I just use abs. Let's make that x equal. Let's make that abs. Okay. And abs is already an enemy. My standard lib imported here entity h. Should I just do like oh, hi Kodas. Good to see you streaming again. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got done with hotel work, then I had a vacation, and now I have some motivation again to like stream on weekends. So yeah, I like that. I'm also happy to be streaming. Currently just making a game inside my terminal, where currently I can run around and bonk enemies and make them take damage, and then the enemies are not there anymore. Wait, now Q worked. Okay. Something went wrong and I don't think I care enough. And then we open a PowerShell. Let's see, does the... Nope. Yeah. There, I think here... Yeah, here it's a bit... Yeah, here it works. Why can I not move that? Okay, it lagged. Okay, the Windows terminal is not made for this. Okay, even for some reason... What did I break now? No, if get char is Q running, is it, why is this broken? Yes, so does that mean you only need command prompts to play it? What you do is you just press QWASD. WASD just for moving around, and Q to quit. That's the current state of it, at least. Okay, what I will do is just int running equal 1 and... Yeah, will this make it... No, for some reason Q can't close the game anymore. I wonder why. Oh, that I did not want to go here. Right, when I initialize, when I do create enemies, I initialize memory for the group entity and so. Okay. Was it because of this? Yes, okay. I handled memory incorrectly. Earlier I was rewriting some stuff and I accidentally put this here, but it just needs to be this. I need to free enemies, not the enemy group. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. Oh man, this is weird. Okay. I want to get the absolute values here, then if pos like x, no, like that. If pos, so if x vector is lower than the y vector, then nah, let's do that. So then we want to move 1 in the no, I actually don't want this. I want it like this. Yes. Then wait. Now I need to know if it's plus or minus. Okay. It's gonna be weird, but I can. Honestly, yeah, I can just replace. I want to replace this with inline assembly later on, because that is gonna be so much better. What's the absolute function actually? Check in morph. Okay. It's defined. Is it just it's wow. Can't find the definition of the function. So if position vector under 1, yes, we want +1. Yeah. We want +1. If it's under 0. And else -1. I might, yeah, no, I'm just gonna do the movement code for now. The attack code in a moment. And then else, yeah. If they're equal, I don't know. Okay, let's do else if that, and then actually do an else if what? No, I want an equal. Because then we just kind of wanna, it's just gonna be random. We already have random up here, hey. Great, that is not, I love no function definitions. Okay, random does, from which one does it come? Standard lib. Standard lib, rand. Yeah, returns a pseudo number between 0 and rand max. Yay. Not what I want. It then gets modular grid size, and God, I don't understand this anymore. Why do I not understand this anymore? Yeah, sure, remove the redundant ones. Why do you have to hover over with the cursor? So can I get a smaller random number? Would that be possible, game? I don't think so. Okay. If rand modulo 2, then do this. Else we do this. Looks fucking ugly, but I think it works. So it means if they are farther on the x-axis than on the y-axis, it will move towards the player on the x-axis, and then it checks are they like left or right of the player. Then if they are further away on the y-axis, it will check, okay, are they further away or are they below or above the player, and then move like up or down towards the player. And then if they're the same distance from them, it just decides on random what to do and then moves them accordingly. It should work, I think. It should work. And then position vector would actually be just new position, but okay. Then I do want to copy position vector. Yeah, no, that's just current pos, and position vector is just new pos. There. So, right, check if out of bounds. Yeah, and then right now, then I don't even need to do this. I can just do return current position. Current position equal enemy dot pos dot. Right now, current pos dot x. None. Just God. What? Okay, there we go. What Kelly song is this? Ah, die for you. It's a very interesting MV. And there. So, and if that new position is out of bounds for some reason, I don't know why it would be, but if for some reason the new position is out of bounds, we just return the old position. Now, if new pos.x equal player. Okay, it just, right, is it? Yeah, then we return current position, and we want to attack. Yeah, so this one can just be a could I? There. Newer Summer is fun, but the music is That's nah. Yeah, maybe it is. Return current position, yes. I can also do it here, current position, then I don't need to do this whole thing like new position equal current position. I just return a current position. Okay. And the thing is attack. Oh. Enemy attack. Struct entity enemy attack. Yeah, not what I wanted. Okay. And here. Wait, it's enemy. So I actually don't want to pass the player because then I will have the same issue as I did before, because here I right, I'm passing the pointer to the array and then I right, so I need to pass. I can just do player and enemy. No, whatever. Enemy and here player, because I want to pass the pointer to the player, otherwise I cannot update the player's HP. So then right. And then I don't even need a struct entity, it can actually just be a void. Attacker is enemy and target is yeah. Okay, and let's just take out the print statements. Return player is not just return early. What? I put the cursor after it and it puts the semicolon on the new line. What the hell? Okay, right, because it's a pointer, I cannot. Okay, so I do, because when I use, okay, now I understand again. When I use a pointer, I need to use this arrow. Because it just makes sense to do it different if it's the same. Okay. If it's a pointer, arrow. Okay. Basically then I just update the player. So if enemy attack is below player defense, then we just return. Because nothing happens, I'm just too strong. If not, or if this doesn't become true, then player health minus enemy attack minus player defense. I already know that this won't suddenly be a larger number because I checked out here already. So attack will always be reduced by defense. It's not like minus minus and then some. Yeah. Unless I have minus defense and I take more damage, but yeah. Or like if like my attack is like 5, if my defense is 5 but attack is only 3, like in this scenario, What would happen then actually? Yeah, this is 3, 5, minus 2, minus 1, yeah. Okay, so everything is just handled like this. Checking, hey, is attack bigger than defense actually? Okay, okay. Then we just... So... If we have this... Right, I wanted to... Put this at the top again. Because I thought the quitting earlier was... this was breaking, quitting the game earlier, but it isn't. It was freeing the memory, because I did not free memory correctly. Okay. But I cannot do this. What do I do then? Okay, no, I'm just gonna make, I'm not gonna care about this case, I'm just gonna update my health, and then afterwards after the enemies have attacked, gonna check, is my HP 0? Will make it much easier. Then I actually also don't need to do this. I can just do this. Okay. Then I'm just gonna copy this line again. Okay, what I want is enemy move, pass in the player. Wait, would I already need to pass? I already need to pass the player here actually. I already need to pass the player here as a pointer. Yes. And this is already handled as a pointer. So move enemy. No, it's okay. First off, no, God, didn't I just include the goddamn dot? There. Right, because I'm still not passing the enemy as but oh God, let me think, because I think is this actually, will this actually update? Will this actually update the enemy? Well, so maybe enemy's move function would make sense here. Would it? No, it wouldn't. it would just be best if I handle these goddamn enemies differently. Because I'm already making the fucking group entity a pointer, which just... Why is the group entity a pointer? Why is the group entity a pointer? Cannot change type of regular enemies to void. Okay, if I want to malloc, I need to... Right, malloc. Add this... Okay. Add the pointer enemies. I want to malloc. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Because I'm allocating memory at this pointer. The thing is now... No, okay, I am passing... The thing is, I'm... So I need to pass the pointer of the player. That I know. I need to pass the pointer of the player. But will this... I'm just gonna try it. Why am I thinking so much? Yeah, no. Doesn't work. Okay. Right, I also need this one. Let me just... makes it a little bit clearer. If this braces around everything. So it does not seem to be passing the enemy. So, enemy move needs to have... Because enemy attack, I just need the enemy stats here. But... Right. Right! Oh my... Oh, It's a struck position. Right! Enemies group I.pass .pass enemy move. God, that was a brain fart. I assign it to this value. Why was that so hard right now? This is a struck position. And enemy move is also a struck position. That was so why was I making it so hard? And player C, right. And here I'm already passing the enemy pointer. Right, and then I then I just return it instead of passing the pointer again. Yes. So an enemy C. I have just passed the player as a pointer the whole time, so that is also completely fine. I don't return like the player struct and the player struct entity player, whatever. I just have it as a pointer. I should probably do it here too. Just return, then player attack, pointer, target, no, pointer, it's like that. And like this. And this becomes void. Alright, and this is at the end of a function, so it doesn't actually need to return, only if I want to return early. Okay, I can also get rid of these again. Great! Okay. I see this as an absolute win. Right. Let's see. What? They Okay. The enemies move too much. The enemies move way too much. Right. So what I do here is, right? No, I don't do this. I do this. Current position plus minus 1. No. Okay, so I do want the position vector. I do want position vector. Struct position position vector. Position vector. Okay, and I only What? No. No. What the hell? Nice song, Amelie, but 1 moment. Let's just return. Nope, too much returning. There we go. Okay. So currently, because new position is the vector So instead of that, I want to make here I want to change the current position ±1. So then that was already a good intention. What? What the fuck? Okay. What? I think that's why it looked very weird. Okay, if I do it now, it will still look weird because yeah, now the enemies I'm looking at. Oh. Huh. Okay. So, what? That comes. Okay. So I do need a vector. And still need to be able to check if that new position is out of bounds. I can just not. Right now I also need to check for this. Oh god. Okay, no. So I do and this is why I can't type. I'm always like pussy. Why is it giving me no... Okay, whatever. Position. Vector. So. Current position is that, then... this here, right, this becomes new position and this... What? Okay, this becomes position vector. This becomes new position and new position equal current position. Right, I can also just... That's not Mooney. That's good enough. Okay. No, I cannot do this apparently. Okay. So, now I have something, I think. The new position plus minus... New position gets assigned current position, then it gets changed here, then it's being checked if it's out of bounds or colliding with the player. Let's see. Enemies are running away from me. I have also not checked if the new position is on top of an enemy. If new pause. Okay, okay, I need to check if an enemy would move into another enemy. But for that, I need the enemies. But I need to know which enemy is... Because if I just run it over the array, it would think... No, it wouldn't. Okay. Let's become weird. Struct entity enemies. Struct entity enemies. How do we have moved there? Enemies. Group. Yes. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be weird. Right. For let me copy it from here. Okay. If new position x equal enemies dot position enemies I position dot x and this then return current position. So does that code look okay? I think it does. Because it checks against new position, so it doesn't check against the current position. If it would check against current position, then it would be a problem, because then it would detect its own position and would just never move, but it's... okay. Okay. Okay, enemies still run away from me. I'm apparently too scary. Okay. Minus and plus. Yep. Okay. Oh, getting somewhere. And then we need enemy attack. For that I would want enemy and right, but player no, but I would want no expression of assignment struct and because it's already a pointer. I don't need to say, hey, I want the memory address of this. Okay, so doing this would just be a pointer. Yep. Is I just RT game pointer. No. Okay, there was a meme which was like RT just pointing at himself and just being like a pointer. But what's this? Never seen this one. Galactic Kraken and Jonathan Young. But yeah. And then attack enemy. That should just work like that. Then I do want to print my own health. Print F. Player health. Okay. Why did that one guy take so much? Okay. I attack before the enemies do, which is very nice. Okay. So I would want to right down. Yeah. I will lose 1 HP now, but I won't lose another HP because that guy is, yeah. And that guy instantly took his place. Like the one enemy that was like right down here took the place of this one. So that looked a bit weird, but yeah. Okay. Interesting. I like it. So. Honestly, how long is the stream? Yeah, it's 3.5 hours. Oh, wow. I would just cut it here for the day because I've run out of ideas now. And I got a good amount done, I think. But yeah. Got a good amount done. Had fun. Hey, 6 people chatting today in chat. Cool. But yeah. Then I would say I will see you probably next weekend again. Don't know if Saturday or Sunday or both yet. Oh, hi, Tippe. Did you just join? Because I am just about to end stream. If so, very unlucky. But yeah. I will likely see you next weekend. I'm not gonna stream in the week because I might just be busy. Thanks for tuning in and see you. I joined a few minutes ago. Ouch.